Just one. I just need this one. Trust me. The left
Forget, I
hook.
only need one too.
Okay.
Forget that too.
That's fine. All right, then we both got it. We both got it.
Like, come on, bro.
I can't hear you.
I touched.
So you stole the show. You know, I know it's, you know, you're the main event. You're supposed to, but you delivered.
Right.
And you, after it, said, you know, knock, knock, Tank.
Yeah.
I'm knocking on the door. You came over here, said
Yeah.
light skin. A lot of fight fans like when people call out and do things like that.
But only person that don't like it is him. He's kind of weird. But now he got no choice but to fight me. The fans want him to fight me. After what I just did tonight against a guy that's bigger than him. Come on now. If I touch him, what's going to happen? Talk about that. Everybody want to talk about, oh, Keyshawn, what if he touch you? What if I touch him? Yeah, okay. Come on.
He coming with, he can't do all them shenanigans and all that he be doing with other people. He can't do that to me.
But I'm just saying.
What happens when two rising stars collide and a friendly rivalry starts drifting into dangerous territory? Gervonta Tank Davis, the undefeated knockout machine, now finds himself facing off with Keyshawn Davis, the Olympic prodigy turned pro standout who has been making serious waves since entering the professional ranks.
He was a young kid, came up to me when he was a kid, wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, you'll be world champion someday and I'll be your promoter. Years later, he was working with some people from our team because our team is huge. We got guys in DC, Baltimore, Philly, New York, all around. He won a few fights. I think he was like 8 or 9-0. I told him in under 24 months, you'll be world champion. Made the right moves, put him in the right position. He's a multi-millionaire now.
Absolutely.
He was a kid that couldn't even buy a bus ticket. Now he's.
This isn't about bragging rights. It's a battle for legacy, respect, and dominance. The moment these two titans were put in the same room, everything escalated quickly. What started as a simple sit-down spiraled into a full-blown verbal war. The lights were low, the stakes were high, and the tension was undeniable. Tank Davis walked in oozing swagger, designer shades, a heavy chain, and unshakable confidence. Then came Keyshawn Davis, dressed sharp, calm but calculated, carrying himself like a man with something to prove. The atmosphere turned electric when Keyshawn struck first, calling Tank a fraud and accusing him of living off hype. "I'm here to show the world what real boxing looks like," he fired back, setting the tone for a rivalry that suddenly felt very real. Now we all know how Tank moves. He was never going to stay silent. "Keyshawn, you're good for a beginner, but stepping in with me? That's a whole different level. You're not ready for the big leagues." The response came instantly. "Big leagues? You've been ducking real challenges. You cherry-pick fights like groceries. When's the last time you faced someone in their prime?" In seconds, trash talk turned to chaos, voices rising, chairs scraping, security stepping in as both men looked ready to settle it right there. Though Gervonta and Keyshawn share the same last name, their paths to greatness couldn't be more different. Tank built his reputation on controlled chaos, explosive power, elite agility, and a highlight reel filled with knockouts. Guided early by Floyd Mayweather, he became a fighter who thrives under pressure, embraces risk, and answers every doubt with his fists.
John, this new guy, he's 140 pounds. He's not bad.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Davis. That's him right there, isn't it?
Ooh, no, I thought he was.
But that greatness hasn't come without turbulence. Tank's career has often been shadowed by legal issues, public fallouts with former mentors, and moments where emotion has spilled over, whether inside the ring or across social media. The brilliance is undeniable, but so is the chaos that seems to follow him at every stage of his journey.
I don't need you, bro. If you want to fight me, send me a contract, but if you don't, I'm going to be just as popular fighting you or not fighting you. I'm going to make my money fighting you or not fighting you. So don't get it twisted like I'm chasing after you. I'm not chasing you. Little dude, little dwarf, Oopa Loopa.
Keyshawn, on the other hand, represents a different kind of rise, steady, focused, and fueled by something personal. Nicknamed the businessman for his calm, calculated approach, he carries himself with quiet confidence and a chip on his shoulder. From winning Olympic silver to building a professional career rooted in skill, discipline, and sharp strategy, Keyshawn has crafted his reputation not through chaos, but through precision and control.
Top guy. I would go for the top guy. If I could choose, I would choose Tank Davis. I would not Tank short out. Tank is a great fighter. Hats off to Tank. I'm not even about to just do all that. Like, Tank is a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that. He got the power, he got the skill and ability, he's patient, you know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. That little short can't touch me. And I'm coming with that same shit he coming with. And he know that. His coach Kenny, you know, got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? So also go fight the from Cuba. No, nigga, I'm gonna fight Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I mention your fighter. What you talking about, boy? Like, don't play with me, bro. Y'all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you wanna fight, send me a contract, bro.
He can be flashy when he wants to be, but every move is deliberate. Every adjustment calculated as he methodically breaks opponents down with sharp precision. While Keyshawn may not have the same level of experience as Tank, he compensates with relentless determination and a quiet confidence that can unsettle even the most battle-tested fighters.
About him today.
What did Tank say?
I mean, you want me to verbatim? I mean, I can give the clean version.
Let me know, because I don't be on Twitter, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, all right, so this is pretty much stop eating, do that, this little N fighting on Friday night. He's not even worth mentioning. And Buddy's a B, code B, tell him to do something.
I ain't gonna lie. Tank gonna say what he gonna say. You know what I'm saying? It's just trash talk, for real, for real. Tank know what's up with Keyshawn. They done sparred, you know what I'm saying? They done sparred plenty of times. So it's like, I don't really know, but I'm gonna just leave that as that, you know what I'm saying? But Keyshawn gonna go ahead and punish this guy on Friday, you know what I'm saying? Then whatever Tank come across, we gonna punish him too, you know?
Tension between them has been building for months, starting when Keyshawn called out Tank on social media for dodging young talent. Tank fired back, mocking Keyshawn's lack of big wins, and the exchange quickly turned personal, with jabs about legal issues and discipline. Keyshawn labeled Tank a one-trick pony reliant on his left hand, but history shows that anyone who doubts that power usually ends up flat on the canvas.
What was that experience like? Anything you could share?
The experience was great, and what's crazy about that is this time around, it was like, all right, we older now. There's more skills involved. It's like, all right, now let's see how it's gonna go this time. And when I got in the ring, I'm not gonna lie, he surprised me with how much defense he really had. You know, of course, I was looking out for the power of, like, off the rip. I was looking out for his power. But when I started, like, when I was attacking and trying to set stuff up, like, he got like good upper body movement, and he got some good legs when he used them. So he surprised me with his defense. But it was a very technical fight. I mean, technical sparring match, and I definitely learned that. Like I said, his defense. Like, I definitely learned that he got some great defense, and it's not really easy to hit this guy. And I had to work to get to him.
This time, things crossed the line. The rivalry turned personal, and for Tank, it hit close to home. Rumors spread that Keyshawn Davis aimed his trash talk at Tank's family, mentioning his mom and brother. In boxing, verbal shots are part of the game, but bringing family into it is widely seen as off-limits. The comments didn't feel like promotion, they felt personal, and they struck a nerve. Tank's brother was quick to respond, making it clear the remarks hadn't gone unnoticed, and that the situation had escalated beyond typical fight hype.
Right hook and that left hook puts him on stanky leg and face first on the mat. Backwards. Don't dance too early now, Keyshawn, because levels is still dangerous. But not if you can continue to land those powerful shots, and that's how you end the fight. Keyshawn Davis said, I don't care if he's King Kong. If he comes into my house, he's gonna pay the price. And boy, did levels pay the price.
They've come a long way from being sparring partners with mutual respect to publicly calling each other out and inching closer to a real showdown. There was a time when Keyshawn openly praised Tank and spoke highly of his success. Now, that respect has been replaced with rivalry, and the dynamic between them couldn't be more different.
Excitement, huh? Talk about coming in here fighting a guy who was heavier.
Yeah.
You talked about not having no concern, but just talking about that, getting ready to fight somebody who was heavier.
No, I really didn't have concern, man. I'm keep giving y'all the same answer, man. All glory to God. He gave me the strength to go in there and fight through this week. Like, y'all don't even know. My sisters had a whole car accident today. And they hurt. My sister's head was, all of them, their head was hurting, back was hurting. Like, they literally could have got taken out today. The devil didn't want this to happen, but look what happened. It was still a glorious night. I told y'all it's going to be a movie. What is
Keyshawn ready based on this performance to take on Tank Davis, and how does that fight play
I feel like Keyshawn is ready to take on a guy like Tank. I think that Keyshawn is one of the most skillful fighters in the sport of boxing. I always told Keyshawn since a young kid he can fight. I just don't like the simple fact that he's running on media and not keeping a buck, saying that he was beating me up and Shakur had to like rile me up to spar him. Because this make no sense. Shakur is a better boxer than Keyshawn. And if I'm in there doing millions of rounds with Shakur, what makes you think that Shakur has to hype me up to spar Keyshawn? Like, but it is what it is. You got to hype yourself up. You got to build yourself. I don't really try to pay too much mind to that. But like I said,
Keyshawn Davis recently stole the spotlight with a dominant performance against Gustavo Lemos. What was supposed to be a lightweight contest quickly became lopsided when Lemos came in over 6 pounds above the limit, giving him a clear size advantage. Despite that, Keyshawn dominated with speed, precision, and power, flooring Lemos 3 times in the second round before the referee stepped in to stop the fight.
Keep supporting DB3, but world title definitely gonna be next 2025. We got big plans for everybody in the boxing world. Hey, Gervonta, knock knock.
You've been on that all week. Listen.
Crowd in Keyshawn's hometown of Norfolk, Virginia erupted, roaring as their rising star delivered a spectacular and emphatic finish.
Like I said before, every time he has came to me, when I say who you want to fight, said it doesn't matter. So he don't pick and choose. So if y'all want to criticize anybody, criticize me or criticize Leonard Ellaby or criticize whoever, but don't criticize the fighters.
Keyshawn has always respected Tank as a great fighter, but after his latest win, he wasted no time making waves. He boldly called out Gervonta Tank Davis, signaling he's ready for a showdown. Determined to take on one of boxing's biggest names, Keyshawn is seizing every opportunity to get Tank's attention and prove he belongs at the top.
I'm not trying to fight. When Light Skin posted those messages about me sparring, I was really looking at it like, okay, so what? That I DM'd you about sparring. So what? No cap. Since when y'all take sparring into consideration of shit? So what? So what? What was his point in even doing that? Like, what was he trying to get with it? That I'm trying to ride his coattail? Like, bro, I don't need you. I don't have to fight you. I'm making real. I don't need you, bro. I don't need you, bro. I do not need you, bro. I don't. If you want to fight me, send me a contract, but if you don't, I'm going to be just as popular fighting you or not fighting you. I'm going to make my money fighting you or not fighting you. So don't get it twisted like I'm chasing after you. I'm not chasing you. Little dude, little dwarf, Oopa Loopa.
I don't do all that talking and then just do it to do it. You know what I mean? Like all the shit he was saying about me, it was like I had never seen him a day in my life. Yeah. You know, never been around him, never nothing. So like when I seen him, like I see him across from me, like, and he been talking all this shit. So I would expect him to say something to me. You know what I mean? So I'm doing the interview and I'm looking over there. I'm waiting for them to come where I'm at. Yeah. You know, so I'm looking and he finna get up out of there. So I'm like, nah, I gotta go press, bro. I gotta holler at him real quick. Just to let him know, like, bro, I'm not one of the ones who just doing all that fat mouthing, bro. Like, I'ma press up on, if it's a nigga talking or something, I'm pressing it. Me, bro, I'm like, I'm a solid dude. I just ain't one of the ones who finna just act a certain.
For Tank, this fight is about defending his dominance. He's the bigger name, the proven champion, and a headliner of major events. A win over Keyshawn would silence critics who claim he avoids young talent and cement his place among boxing's elite.